Welcome back, everyone. Today I want to continue talking about All That by highlighting where the cast members are up to today. Now, before we begin, if you have not seen my documentary on All That, I highly recommend you check that out before you watch this video. And while researching on the status of some of these cast members, some experienced good success, some of them have left showbiz behind and established themselves full-time careers, and while others caved in and struggled to cope in the aftermath of child stardom. Want to find out more? Stay tuned to find out. Before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Also, I've started a Patreon account. On here you get more copyrighted material and they'll be uploaded 48 hours prior to YouTube. If you want to support or visit, link is in the description. And without further ado, on to our feature presentation. She kept her acting career to a minimum and maintains a small stand-up career, but she probably was the main person to speak out against her treatment on All That by Dan and the staff, and alleged that one cast member spat on her. Today, she is focused on motherhood, raising 2 kids. Left acting altogether and got a job in aviation. She did share a story on landing a plane with Usher on board and he recognized her.
Flash forward a few years later and I'm his flight attendant.
No
I am
way.
flying him on his private jet and taking him to the World Music Awards.
That is crazy.
And he's like, I know you.
And he
I'm
recognized
like,
you?
I know you.
She since started a podcast called Uncensored Radio. She did a show called One World, which ran for 3 seasons, but her most notable gig was with Disney Channel on the show The Proud Family, voicing La Cienega Boulevardes, and in 2022, she reprised her role. She also built herself a radio career for Playboy Radio. Her most notable gig after All That was on The Steve Harvey Show. She also scored a minor role on Dodgeball. But her most recent film role was on Good Burger 2, reprising her role as Connie Muldoon. Spent a few years finding himself until he landed a role on the kids show Clifford the Big Red Dog. In 2015, he returned to Nickelodeon on the show The Game Shakers. In 2024, he reunited with Kenan for the Good Burger 2 movie. Today, he's a devout Christian and a youth pastor. He also spent a few years finding himself until 2003 when he was casted on Saturday Night Live. Fun fact, Kel also auditioned but bombed. In 2022, he became the longest tenured cast member in SNL history, and he got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame that same year. He even had his own sitcom called Kenan in 2021, but that was short-lived. After All That, Amanda continued to work on her own show until 2002. She did films like Big Fat Liar and I, Robot. She also did a show called What I Like About You, but by decade's end, her acting career had all but died down, and she experienced a severe fall from grace, getting arrested from DUI to marijuana possession and placed on a conservatorship which ended in 2022. Today, she is still struggling with mental issues that go beyond this video. Has enjoyed a great amount of success after All That. He had his own variety show called The Nick Cannon Show, running from 2002 to 2003. He dabbled in acting and music while still being a personality on Nickelodeon. But he became most known for his hosting gigs like Wild 'N Out, America's Got Talent, and most recently The Masked Singer. He's also been known as the Human Rabbit as he bred approximately 15 children with 9 different women. He did not have a long-lasting acting career. He recently came out about his struggles with alcoholism, and today he runs Lee Boy TV on YouTube and is a father to 2 sons. continued to have a successful career in stand-up. His biggest accomplishment came in 2022, where he became the first comedian to headline Dodger Stadium. He is regarded as one of the highest paid stand-up comedians of all time. Outside of his stand-up career, his roles mostly consist of voice acting, too many to name here. Kept an extremely low profile. Her most recent gig was on Sesame Street with her brother Christy Knowings. Today, she has started a music career in folk music. His most notable role after all that was on Grey Anatomies from season 4 to 8. Today, he resides in California with his wife, 3 children, and 2 cats. Kept his ties with Nickelodeon. He hosted the season 3 of the Oh Yeah cartoons, but guest stars on shows like Drake and Josh, Ned Declassified, and Sam and Cat. He also appeared on Good Burger 2, reprising his role as Fizz. He started his own band named Juice, and in 2013, he reunited with his Pete and Pete co-star Michael Morona. He recently got married and has a son and a daughter, born in 2019 and 22 respectively. He did get involved in music, but most of his days consisted of him being an advocate of men's mental health. He started a non-profit organization with his wife called the Urban Poets Society. Today, he's married with 3 children. He got involved in the culinary arts. At one point, he made the top 30 chefs under 30. He recently made a claim that Brian Peck made a pass towards him before pursuing Drake Bell. Appeared in the movie Bring It On, All or Nothing, and Freedom Riders. She scored a recurring role on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody Season 3. Today she hosts acting workshops to help with the next generation of actors. After leaving All That, she got her own show called Zoe 101 and it ran for 4 seasons. After that show ended, Jamie became a teen mom giving birth to her only child. She did get involved in country music, by the way. She left acting altogether and attended Ohio State to pursue a fashion degree, and that's literally all I could find. Although she did an interview a while back on how standoffish Amanda Bynes was. Mostly pursued a career in music and the comedic arts. And like with Chelsea, not much was found, although his name is quickly being outshined by the voice singer of the same name. Became the voice of Sokka on the show Avatar. His most recent voice acting role included the Dragon Prince and the Lego Monkey Kid. Her acting has been very minimalistic, but she has a YouTube channel where she does some podcasting and even invited some of her All That alums to her platform. Today, she is a mother of a daughter and a son born in 2016 and 18 respectively. Graduated from Emerson College and studied in broadcast journalism. In 2014, she worked as an intern for Comedy Central. She also gained work as a social media community manager for Enabler Media. He left acting and went to Columbia University, Bachelor of Arts in Film, Cinema, Video Studies. But he'll become successful in the marketing world. He became a partner for Rainfall Ventures and worked there for 10 years. And thanks to this, he has earned more with this career than he did with child acting. Another one where information was scarce, but there was recently a TikTok where she was involved in a street fight in New York and is allegedly homeless. His biggest role after all that came with The Great Debaters. He also gained a recurring role on the shows Brothers and Sisters and The Purge. I know he wasn't a true All That cast member, but I want to include Lil JJ anyway. He did 2 seasons of his own show, Just Jordan, and he got a recurring role on the show The Ricky Smiley Show. Today, he's a regular on Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out. And that concludes this video. I was going to include the 3rd generation of All That cast members in this too, but because they're still early in their acting careers, they still have time to find themselves. But anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Now that's...
Hey, Clavis! Wake up! The show's over!
Oh yeah, kick it!